Ladies and gentlemen, the 51st anniversary show. First of all, Phil, 51 years. Think about that. 51 years. 1967, Jim Kettner began this promotion as a backyard company.
That's right.
50 cents a ticket. This year, ooh la la, was 47 at the time. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
I'm not.
What an illustrious history of the ECWA. He knows I'm kidding, I hope. 51 years. Think about that, Phil. 51 years. And tonight, ECWA has launched into the next half of the century in a big way. Huge triple threat match. Our champion,
wow.
Colossal Mike Law.
Keep going, keep going.
Taking on Azrael, fellow PCA member. Taking on Ty Awesome, the Salisbury, Maryland native who was a crowd favorite tonight. This crowd just rabid for Ty Awesome. Phil, what an amazing night.
I'll tell you what, Ty Awesome once again got screwed out of this title match for the second time. It happened once in AC and it happened again here tonight in Newcastle, Delaware. But what an amazing match. Mike Law coming out the victor again, taking the belt, running out of the building.
He knocked AJ Pan down and ran anyway.
Does the belt mean that much to him, to where he knocks over his own friends?
I mean, I would say, listen, I would say that the belt means more to Mike Law than the entire PCA put together. I don't know that, however. On the other side of the building, Marlon Dinkins has a very special guest. We're going to kick it over to Marlon.
What's going on, everybody? It's Marlon Dinkins with ECWA, and look who I finally found.
They're not around here, are they?
They're going.
Ty Awesome, how's it going?
They're going. You took off pretty quick after the match. What's going on with the PCA right now?
There's nothing going on. Exactly what you see, exactly what's happening. I am taking over the leadership because Azrael, despite being a two-time ECWA Heavyweight Champion, isn't able to get the job done. Okay, he settled on mediocrity. I'm here not only to take the PCA, but the ECWA to heights has never seen before and will never see again.
Now, you said Azrael is your lackey, or is there like a hierarchy right now at ECW? Is there a shift going on in the PCA?
There's absolutely. Okay, I don't know if you're blind to it or if the fans of ECWA are blind to it, but there's only one ace. There is only one franchise of this organization, and he holds Big Red. His name is Colossal Mike Law.
Okay, well, what's next in the reign of the Colossal right now? You knocked off Azrael, you've knocked off Ty Awesome. What's next? October 13th is coming up.
I knocked out the Golden Boy. I know, believe me, I see it. I see the BS. I see Joe Zanoli, and I see Mike Tartaglia, and I see how they get all hyped over Ty Awesome. That's the golden child of this company. That's exactly who they want to win. But as long as I'm around, as God is my witness, there will be nobody left to unseat me as ECWA Heavyweight Champion. That's exactly the plan. Longevity, a leadership, heights that this company and the PCA have not seen before and will never see again.
Well, Mike Law is definitely focused. October 23rd, the champion will be back at ECWA up here in Delaware. Back to you, Phil and Brady.
Thank you, Marlon. And by the way, the date is October 13th, not the 23rd, just for those who are curious. But that's cool. Absolutely, ECWA in a big way tonight. Not just the main event, but of course, heading into the main event, Phil, what a huge tag team match.
Wow,
My God.
Talk about action all over the place.
Keikoa and Ricky Martinez taking on one mean team, and of course, members of the Draw certainly made themselves very visible tonight.
Not only that, but we saw the return of someone that we didn't know was ever going to come back. The Draw back at full strength here tonight, Newcastle, Delaware. We told you something was going to happen. History was going to be made here at Newcastle, Delaware tonight. Earlier tonight, we saw Adam Chandler take on Marcus Waters. Adam Chandler took him down. Then the ECWA Tag Team title match, the one-man team. Ricky Martinez, Keikoa. All kind of action. What happened? Somebody returned. And who was that person, Brady?
Well, that person was the one and only Cinderella Man, Chris Wylde, and we got him right here. Certainly some huge news coming out of that tag team title match tonight.
Woo!
The leader of the Draw, Chris Wylde.
Man, things got interesting around here real fast. And I know you guys have been begging for someone to come in and save these shows, all right? I saw a video of the last one. It was a little bit motivation to get this wrist working a little bit more. Cameraman, take a picture of that right there. Get that, zoom in on that. There's a metal plate in there. You wanna know why? Because I'm the best at what I do. I put 150% in everything I do, and a metal plate was the only thing that could stop me on that night back on May 19th. But it can't stop me anymore. See, you learn from the things that set you back. And the comeback is always better than the setback. So go ahead, give it to me. Give me the hard questions. I know you want to know some things. Let's go.
Well, also, you took the microphone after the match, and I think you announced that a Freebird rule is in effect to where any members of the draw can defend the tag team titles here now?
What year is it?
2018.
Okay, the 80s references around here are getting ridiculous.
Well,
The Freebirds are a thing of the past, okay? Dude. It's the one mean team rule. It's the draw rule. It's my rule. See, Mike Tartaglia owes me a lot for everything that I've done for him over the past 10 years here in ECWA. All right, I'm Jim Kettner's crown jewel. All right, his chosen one.
You're proud of that?
Do you want to go there right now? I don't think so. But yeah, anybody can defend those tag team titles. Any one of us. It doesn't matter. So yeah, he owed me that, and he also owes me a lot of other things I'm sure you want to get to as well.
Well, you also stated that you're not going to wrestle in an ECWA ring unless it's against the heavyweight champion.
Look, when I got hurt, okay, when I got injured, it put a lot of things in perspective. I'm not coming here to wrestle these guys from God knows where. I'm not coming in to wrestle these jobbers. I'm not coming in to make people look good. I'm coming in for me. It's been 5 years, going on 6, since I've held the ECWA Heavyweight Championship, since I got screwed out of that championship by Josh Daniels. You might know something about that, but that's a story for another time. And I've never got a fair shake, ever got a fair shake at it again. I kill it every time on the mic. I give my all, blood, sweat, and tears in that ring. It's time for a new champion. It's time for an entertaining champion. It's time for someone that's going to be here month in and month out, week in and week out, day in and day out, bringing back prestige to the ECWA name, and that man is the Cinderella Man, Chris Wylde. You know, you asked me about why I'll only face the ECWA Heavyweight Champion if I wrestle in ECWA.
Yeah.
A guy my caliber, a guy that's been on SmackDown, Raw, NXT, deserves to be in the ring with the ECWA Heavyweight Champion. And I will not accept any less. You won't see me wrestle again unless it's for that title.
Well, Chris, I know certainly tonight we saw a real melee in the main event with that triple threat match. I mean, these guys just going all over the place. What do you say to like a Mike Awesome, for example, who takes advantage of confusion and anarchy in order to defend the title? What do you say to
I would never do anything like that.
Of course not.
Never. Mike Law is on borrowed time, okay? Mike Law is a paper champion. He hasn't proven himself here in the ECWA. Azrael hasn't proven himself in the ECWA.
Wait a minute.
I've beaten him on numerous occasions. And Ty Awesome, you know what, Ty Awesome? I'm gonna ask Mike for another favor. I don't think it's fair that Ty Awesome is called Ty Awesome here. Because the fans automatically, Ty is awesome. No, he's not. Ty is a loser. Let's call him Ty Loser. Ty is a loser, or just Ty. Ty that guy that loses. All right? All three of them guys can't hold a candle to me in the ring. They can't lace my boots. And I'll take on any one of them after I defeat Mike Law for the ECWA Heavyweight Champion.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Quite possibly the next #1 contender.
No, not quite possibly. I am the next #1 contender.
Well, it hasn't been proven yet.
Prove me wrong.
I'm not going to argue with him.
Prove me wrong.
I'm not gonna argue.
I deserve it.
Find out.
I never got a rematch for the ECWA Mid-Atlantic Championship.
Well, you were hurt.
You never get a rematch for the heavyweight title.
I never got a rematch for the heavyweight title either. Brady, you are making a lot of, maybe it's the hat.
I think it's the hat.
You're going to listen to him?
Look, I got stuff to do, man. I got tweets. Hell in a Cell is tomorrow. I might show up there. I mean, I've got my phone's going
Busy
crazy.
schedule, ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone knows that I'm good now. All right.
The future ECWA Heavyweight Champion. What's your problem?
He's making demands. I don't, the guy's been hurt. He's making fun of Ty Awesome. He's making fun of everybody else here in the company. I never did anything like that.
He just said he's not awesome.
All I'm saying is the guy, he just comes back, first night in, he's making demands and doing stuff like that. I don't know. That's Joe Zanoli's job. He's the booker of this company.
Well, I guess we'll find out for sure. Certainly, actions are going to be much stronger than words in that when Chris Wylde finally challenges for Big Red when that date comes. Lots of other great action tonight as well, including a huge Mid-Atlantic title match. We saw PCA member Joey Ace take it to Joe Gacy. My God. Joe Gacy had revenge on his mind. These guys brawling all around the building, not just during their match, but toward the end in the main event as well.
Double count out of ended too. I mean, that's a match that I want to see, a rematch coming October. Book that.
There were other matches that we don't necessarily want to see rematches for. I do not want to see Mr. Ooh La La whip poor Magnum with that belt anymore.
I don't want to see
I mean, there are
Ooh La La,
websites
period.
you can subscribe to that kind of stuff for just $9.99 a month.
No, please do not subscribe.
I don't know
match.
where. I'm just saying I've heard. My God. But Ooh La La finally getting the revenge.
Hopefully it's the last we see of both of them. Anyway, we saw a women's match
Beefcake
here
was
tonight.
amazing.
Well, Beefcake I definitely want to see back here.
He's huge.
Oh, monster.
I love it. I love it, absolutely. Now, women's action.
Sammy Pandora taking on Gemma Cross here tonight. Taking her out. Gemma Cross, huge fan of hers for years. Sammy Pandora, fan of yours. But Sammy Pandora pulling out the victory here in the opening match. The 51st anniversary show here tonight.
What else do we have? What else do we have? We had, from the draw, we referenced it earlier, Adam Chandler the Great taking on Marcus Waters.
King of Delaware, the king of the first state. Get it right.
The king of Delaware is actually here. Maybe we could bring him up. I'd love to get a couple words from him. Marcus, tonight a little bit of unresolved issues with the draw.
Sorry you came up short, but nonetheless, great match.
Y'all seen what happened. He grabbed a handful of tights. Don't worry about it. I've already talked to the boss. Already talked to Joe Zanoli. October 13th. You right back here in Delaware.
Rematch?
You know, Adam Chandler, like your guest that I seen earlier, Chris Wylde made a reference that they're going to do the draw rules from now on with the tag team titles. So, so with that being said, I got a friend of mine that made his debut here tonight. No, not a heart attack.
I thought it was a heart attack. Yeah, I was like,
Wait a minute.
I got excited. I was like,
They're already announced a Super 8 guys.
I'm just playing.
We got we got the funky white boy.
Oh yeah, my man, the funky white boy.
Oh, man.
Debuting here, a lifelong dream to debut in ECWA. From a kid, I mentioned this earlier. From a kid, he wanted to debut in ECWA. He came to an ECWA show when he was about, I think it was 7 or 8 years old, I believe.
Yeah.
Said he always wanted to wrestle. His dream is to wrestle in the ECWA ring. Now tonight, took on Rob Sicardi, took him down. The fans were behind the funky white boy. I knew this guy for years too. And tonight came out, the crowd loved it. I was all over it. Brady Hicks was out there dancing, popping. I told him to sit down. Nobody wanted to see that.
I learned to floss tonight, so.
Just wondering on the Boss Chair podcast, Brady gonna be your geek of the week?
No, that's gonna be Marlon. for the tag team screw up that year tonight. We will talk about that on the podcast. Anyway, the funky white boy. Is he going to be a partner of yours?
Oh yes. He's agreed. I talked to him. He agreed to it.
Wow.
Now all we got to do, all we need is for tag team champs.
Whoa.
Not to be scared and show up. And you're looking at the new tag team champions.
Well, we've already seen, Marcus, that you have what it takes to beat Adam Chandler. We've seen that on more than one occasion. Certainly, if you get your opportunity in October, maybe you'll have a little title called. And the King's Court, man, in Delaware, it's expanding.
Listen, let me make this perfectly clear. There's only one king of Delaware. He is I, and I is he. Everybody else, king of the first state, king of Delaware, knock it off.
That's right.
It's only one, and that's me.
Brother, thank you.
Good talking, Joe.
Oh, man. Pleasure. Pleasure.
Excuse me.
And that was the King of Delaware, Marcus Waters, man. We're getting the stars tonight. This is like friggin' like Jay Leno or something, you know?
We're popular,
Sit
that's
me
why.
down. What else did we have? Oh, speaking of the funky white boy,
I just mentioned that.
one last match tonight. Did you mention that?
I just did.
Taking on Rob Sicardi?
That's the same thing.
I didn't hear him. Did you hear him say
Yes.
that? Cameraman.
I just mentioned it when Marcus is here. He's too busy thinking about Chris Wylde.
All right, well, then we're good then. Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible night of action. Rob Sicardi was incredible.
You sure we didn't forget
I think we got everything. Look, Jeff, we got the women's, we got the draw, we got Ooh La La, we got Mid-Atlantic. We got it all. We got it all. Ladies and gentlemen, October 13th, ECWA returns.
I need to go back to refereeing.
This segment lasted longer than the October show will. I'm guarantee you. Thank you, everybody. And, of course, be sure to subscribe to Richard Ruiz Productions down there in the corner.
The man, that's right.
Be sure to click on that.
That's right. And tell Blueprint Pro Wrestling Network, whatever, that's... Who subscribed to that? Don't tell me you do.
Marlon does.
You do it. I'm not doing this with you no more.
Well, I wouldn't tell you if I did.
So I think you do.
We got to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Anyway, October 13th, right back here in Newcastle, Delaware, ECWA. We'll see you at ringside.